All right, so this is a bit of weird placement for the FMV, but I didn't want to awkwardly go through the menu and then go to this. So here we are starting with FMV.
This is not an awkward placement. This is where you should have put it.
Anyways, it's Sonic Heroes.
Yay! Another
I don't think
Sonic
it's an
game.
understatement. I don't think it's an understatement to say that we've both been highly looking forward to this, and we hope you all have as well.
Yeah. I personally wasn't too happy with the overall quality of the SA2 commentary. So I've been looking forward to this. So, not because of that,
Yeah.
but because I love Heroes a lot. This is my first Sonic game, guys.
This is my first Sonic game too. Wow.
Wow.
We have so much in common.
Oh my god. It's a wonder.
So yeah, this is going to be pretty modern views on Sonic Heroes. If you're here to watch the game get glazed and praised, like it's what you're here for. If you
Yeah.
like to watch the game get ripped to shreds, we're not going to do that. We love this game.
Watch a commentary from like 10 years ago. You'll probably get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we love this game to death. Just like all the other games from this era, it's just kind of peak Sonic to us. I don't know what to say.
This is one of those games where, to this day, every trick in it I do is built off of memory and just my experience with the game. No online guides and such. Nothing that really helped me other than telling me how to get Chaos Emeralds, because I didn't know how to do that originally by getting the keys. So I don't know, it holds a special place in my heart because of that, versus like most other Sonic games where I'm like, all right, I've seen a lot of tips and tricks and such. So
Oh, you're showing off the Elmo Chow shit.
no, we got to introduce the team, and we are starting with
Okay.
Team Rose. Everybody and their mother who does a Let's Play of this game always starts with Team Sonic. And that's like the most boring way to play the game. You go for Team Sonic, you go for Team Dark, then Team Rose and Chaotix. Don't play the game that way.
Yeah. You kind of get a weird last impression of the game if you do it that way.
Yeah. Like, I know this game is infamous for tutorializing a lot of things, but for as much as it tutorializes, it doesn't tell you shit on a lot of other things. So I would highly recommend, if this is your first time playing it, play as Team Rose, get used to everything. I think you'll have a much easier time with it. Especially just for the lower stakes adventure, and also because, frankly, Team Rose is just fun in this game.
But
All the characters are pretty well voice acted. They got a great theme song.
but Twitter told me that Amy's a psycho stalker in this game. So it's obviously bad.
No, that's just Unleashed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big.
so big.
So yeah, do you want to talk about the version you're playing and stuff?
Yes, that's what I was about to bring up. So you may notice this is widescreen. I am playing this on PC with a bunch of fan mods installed to kind of make it playable on modern hardware, as well as make it widescreen, and also fixing a lot of PC-specific bugs. So the game just works a lot closer to the Xbox and GameCube versions, but with even less glitches than those. So it kind of just makes this mostly the definitive version, other than FMV issues. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Jelly Lord for recording those for me so I could splice them in.
Yeah.
So we have better FMVs than what the PC version has. They don't like to load properly.
You also might have noticed we're English this time. Wow, the last time we did an English Sonic game was Frontiers, I think.
Oh my
So-
goodness, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did we do Final Horizons in Japanese? Or are we still gonna do that in
no, we
English?
did that in English because I remember it was my first playthrough of it, so Sonic saying "Let's do it to it" in his deep ass voice is like
right.
seared in my brain. So yeah, we just like this English cast. This is for me, this is like the best the English voice cast for the Sonic games ever got.
Overall, I would say yes. Like as a whole package, these are my favorite cast of voices altogether.
Mm-hmm.
But like Jason Griffith over Ryan Drummond, or Tails' voice from Shadow and Unleashed
Yeah.
over other voices. But like those are more one-offs. Just like as a whole cast, this is pretty as good as you're gonna get for Sonic.
Yeah, like this is the single Sonic game with the most playable characters in it, and all of them are fully voiced. So you get to hear characters that have never ever spoken in a game before, like the Chaotix, and stuff like that. And I think this is the best they've ever sounded in English, personally. So, yeah. I'm glad to do at least this game in English. I believe we'll probably be doing Shadow the Hedgehog in English as well, and probably 06 in English.
Those are mainly out of necessity because you can't switch the dialogue to Japanese without converting the entire game to Japanese, at least unmodded.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be doing Shadow off of hardware.
Right.
And definitely 06. So not really much I can do on
I
mods.
love this spot.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
God, I love this game. This is the
that's why I intentionally jumped down here and then I fell.
This is the
I failed.
to cut off the voice dialogue conversation we were having, but I have to bring it up. This is like my favorite aesthetically looking Sonic game. There's like plenty of games that look technically better. There's plenty of games that have like maybe some better environments here and there. But overall, I would say this is the best the Sonic games have ever looked in 3D for both character models and environments. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is outside of like the Genesis. This is the best checkerboard backgrounds I've ever looked.
Yeah. It fits both eras. This feels like a combination of everything they were doing in Adventure with more of the aesthetics of classic Sonic. And I think it fits great. This is what Sonic games look like in my brain. So, more of this, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I guess I'm kind of jumping a little ahead, but we will also be talking about some of the game's issues, because I think it's definitely fair to say this game has issues.
Oh, yeah.
For one thing, a lot of elements in this game, due to it being kind of a smaller team, a lot of the elements are very repetitive because there's less people on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Sonic games are usually pretty well known for having so many hands working on the project, so you have way more diversity to the games compared to other gaming franchises out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think people still are amazed when they see that Sonic has at least 3 composers per game. Usually more. Usually way more.
And it's why the music is just usually so good. They're good at like hitting the variety to match the environments. And I think that's like key to Sonic's identity.
Well, it's either they match the environments or the characters or the feeling the level's supposed to have.
Right.
One of the two. One of those categories. It depends on the game. This game is kind of a mix, I would say, of environments and also feeling. Obviously, this level and Seaside Hill are, island themed, have that kind of almost ska feel in the instruments. And then obviously like Hang Castle, Mystic Mansion have the spooky sounds. But you listen to something like Rail Canyon or Bullet Station, and those are fast-paced, higher stakes soundtracks.
Right.
Also, you can hear the Gold Ring.
Yeah. This tutorial sucks.
Yeah. I think because I'm guessing it loops around or something. I don't know.
Well, it's like above where you currently are, I believe.
Uh-oh.
I also just think like the PC version's sound mixing is also not 100% good.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Xbox version.
Yeah. So some sound effects are like really fucking loud, some are not. The voices are like probably lower mixed. I think you have the mod on that fixes that for the voice lines. But
Some of it, but like that sound effect is much louder, so
Yeah.
it's not everything.
it doesn't fix everything, but God. Yeah, this is like why you should play Team Rose first, because like it gives you an actual tutorial, and while the tutorial sucks, you get it out of the way first. You never have to do it again. If you play Team Rose third, you've played through the two hardest like modes in the game with Team Dark and Team Sonic, and then you suddenly have to do this tutorial shit. It's like it's so strangely paced. And you know what? To me, like figuring out the best order to play these games is like just something you do with Sonic games. It's just like you gotta figure out your way around the weird design choices sometimes. And usually that shouldn't be on the player, but in this case it is. Yeah.
100%. My goodness, that sound effect is so
It
loud.
plays every explosion sound effect over top of themselves. But in like the GameCube version, I think it only plays like one or two explosion sound effects during stuff like that. I love this vista here.
It is very nice Windows XP background.
Yeah. Man, I just love this game. Now we can actually start playing it.
Yes. I should add to anybody who's crazy enough to be still watching this and hasn't actually played Heroes, you can press A during every Omochao dialogue, so you can skip through all that.
Yeah.
Your tutorial does not need to take 11 minutes like me. I was just I was having fun and exaggerating it.
Well, it's I think it's good to show off for commentary purposes, you know.
You know we've never cared about that before.
I do. You know that I always care about that.
Well, then I guess you can justify it that way. But
If I didn't care
I was
about it,
just
I
taking a
would have
piss.
skipped the Frontiers tutorial.
I don't know. That one still feels like it has enough. Yeah, I guess this is pretty similar.
It does like stop you in your tracks quite a bit.
Yeah. My only criticism for starting with Team Rose is you're not really gonna get good versions of the levels because they're easier and shorter. They start and end the levels for Team Rose in really weird places.
Yeah.
And you just don't really get a representation of each level. I feel like they feel a lot more samey in Team Rose compared to other teams.
Well, I would argue that like them starting and stopping in strange places kind of gives it its own feel compared to the other ones, because like Team Dark is just Team Sonic but a little bit longer in most cases, with some slight tweaks to enemy placement and whatever. And then Team Chaotix, you go through like pretty much the whole thing, but you're doing like strange weird missions. So you still get to see like the full level from start to finish with them most of the time. But, you know, with Team Rose, you get like a weird new set of level design that's like focused on like finding goodies and stuff like this more than actually challenging you. And
Yeah.
it's kind of, I kind of like
Amy
it.
just flew off.
Yeah. The way I would actually recommend playing this game is sort of like how one would play Sonic 3 and Knuckles or Sonic Mania. Don't treat it like you have to get everything and get to the last story. Because like that is something you can do. That doesn't necessarily mean you should do it all in one sitting of this game. I would recommend like playing one of the teams, and then kind of leaving it there, or if you're still in the mood for it, pick another one. But like whenever you're just kind of like done with the game, be done with it. Then when you come back, try out another one of the teams, and you get like the kind of 3K experience of replaying with different characters that way.
Yeah, unfortunately, this game came out right around the time where replay value was being less and less of a focus
Yeah.
for strong first impressions
Yeah.
that you could play once and never have to go back to.
Yeah.
If you treat this like a modern game and just try to grind it out all at once, you're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, but treat it like a Genesis Sonic game, which this is definitely trying to emulate a lot. I would say it's a pretty great experience that way, honestly. Other than the special stages, which I think we're about to see one of the bonus stages, maybe, unless you got hit. I don't know.
Yes. So how bonus stages are gonna work? I'm gonna try and show off all 14 of them. I guess 7, and then all 7 Chaos Emeralds. If I happen to get any repeats in later stages, I'll just cut those out.
Okay. Well, that's the thing is, the bonus stage and the special stage, they're very similarly designed for the specific zone. There's just like some extra added level design for the bonus stages because that's more focused on like linking chains and stuff versus the special stages where you're just trying to go as fast as possible.
Basically, you just want to make bigger and bigger chains of this so you can keep your timer going and so you get more score.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's Knights focused or Knights inspired. And I think this is also the first time we see the composer from Sonic CD return.
Is it really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I don't remember if it was both special stages or just the one for Emerald collecting. This is also the one time we see Chao in the game that isn't Cheese and Chocola.
Yeah, it's just a random normal Chao and a dark Chao for some reason.
Yeah, this is my first ever interaction with Chao because I never noticed Cream's Chao for the longest time. Because I was stupid.
Yeah,
when I was younger. I'm
same.
like, what the heck are these guys and why are they throwing bombs at me?
I remember being very weirded out by them. But if we wanna talk about these special stages real quick, I swear for some reason that the PC version controls a little bit better, but overall these are like the worst part of the game. Not even close.
I can't tell if the PC version controls any better or if I have just gotten good enough to get through the bullshit.
I honestly, I'm not 100% sure because like when I played the PC version, I remember like for the first time when I played the modded PC version, I was like, wow, did they fix the special stages? Because for the first couple, I had no problems with them. But then like I got to special stage 3 or 4 and Sonic completely lost all of his speed at one point. And I was like, oh no, these are the special stages I know and love.
Yes, love.
Yeah, they're bad. They're actually like, this is so sad because my dream Sonic game is pretty much like Sonic Adventure controls, but with the structure of a classic Sonic game. This is the closest we ever got to that. Even though this controls fairly differently from Sonic Adventure. This is still the closest we ever got to that, and the special stages suck. So, you know, and I don't think we'll ever get like anything similar to this, so this is just kind of what I'm stuck with.
Yeah. You know, everybody always brings up that this is structured similarly to the classics, but like, I didn't grow up with the classics, so I never noticed it until after I played those,
Oh, yeah.
and people had pointed it out to me. So like, within my own headcanon, this game structure still just feels like Hero specifically. Obviously, I know it's, you know, going for Sonic 3, where, you know, you have 2 acts, but Act 1 and 2 are very different from each other.
Yeah.
But because of how different they are, especially because they just have completely different music. Yeah, it's just in my own headcanon, this game just has its own like, unique level structure and feel to it that I love.
I wouldn't say they have completely different sounding tracks for the quote-unquote Act 1s and 2s of this game. I feel like they go for sort of similar vibes most of the time. They just like
They go for similar vibes. I'm talking about like composition, and just any form of writing, like both this and Seaside Hill and I guess Seagate as well have elements of ska and just a general rock vibe, but with completely different notes and such. And then this one even adds the trumpet section.
yeah, but to me that's like just a more modern version of the 3NK way of doing things, where you know, like sometimes the Act 2 sounds completely differently, but
the Act 2 is always the same notes, just usually structured a lot differently. The big case being like Lava Reef. Act 1 and Act 2 are effectively in a lot of ways the same song, but structured very differently for completely different vibes.
well, yeah, but
But I get what you're saying.
yeah.
It's just that in my head they feel different and distinct enough that like I will have no troubles confusing Hang Castle and Mystic Mansion. Just in visuals, gameplay, tone, music, I have no trouble differentiating them versus like Flying Battery and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I couldn't tell you the differences between that and Act 2, between Act 1 and Act 2, you know?
Well, yeah, like it's only the case for certain tracks in 3NK. I'll agree. But it's like better. It feels closer to like this game feels a little closer to how like Mania kind of does it. 'Cause like sometimes with Mania you get like it helps with like the level aesthetics and gimmicks being like slightly different for the stages.
I just went through that goal ring.
You're playing as Cream. Cream didn't touch it because she's on the top of the totem pole.
Oh, I didn't even think about. I don't think this is like one of the rare times I actually try to touch it with the flight characters. Yeah, I happen to be one.
I usually do it. I usually homing attack it because you can homing attack the goal ring in this for some reason. Super duper happy.
I love Big's voice in this so much.
This is peak Big. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
All right,
now we finally got an emerald hunting stage. So I'm just gonna say it now. This one, for some reason, I don't know if like on the PC version the speed of this thing is upped, but I got dangerously close to losing this, and I was a little terrified.
I think what it is, and I think the reason it feels like it controls better, I think you run slower, or at the very least you accelerate slower in this version. Maybe it's like tied to the frame rate. I don't know. That's like a thing in Sonic Team games.
Because I am at full speed right now. Like I should be catching this now. Because I swear in the console versions you accelerate to that. When you're up like this to it and you're going full speed, you will instantly snap to it.
Yeah,
But here, this is so slow.
Yeah, maybe it is just.
And then it just bounced ahead.
Well, yeah, on the downhill, you get it gains speed. It has momentum. Hashtag momentum.
Yeah, but anyways, if you look at the goal right now, I am a little worried.
Yeah, it does feel. I think the speed for the PC version was altered. I think maybe the mods do alter the special stages. I'm not 100% sure about it though, because they do feel way smoother than the actual console versions. But I genuinely don't know if that's just my brain or not.
All right, we made it to our first boss, and all I can say about these is they suck, but they have cool designs.
Yeah, they're kind of like, they're just like better versions of like classic Sonic bosses, which all suck as well. And you can kind of just wail away at them. So, use the power formation in these.
That's about the only thing I like about these is that, like classic Sonic bosses, I don't need a strategy. I can just, wail on them once I figure them out.
Well, most of the time in classic Sonic bosses, you don't need a strategy. You just jump into it 8 times.
As it should be.
Sonic Superstars.
Mania 2.
Okay, well, I like the Mania bosses.
We'll save that for later.
We still haven't done Mania. Fuck.
Nope.
We'll get to it. My bad.
I think I was just within the limits for A-Rank.
Yeah, I think most of the time you have to do like the rival battles, all of them you have to do in under 30 seconds.
Yeah, the A-Rank timings are very hard to get a bit on Chaotix and Team Rose because their power characters attack a lot slower.
Well, and also they don't have as good of tornado attacks.
I meant for those boss battles, but yes, that too.
No, that's what I mean is they don't have as like if you're playing as Team Rose, you don't have as good of a tornado attack as Sonic for his rival battles. So it's just, and like spamming the tornado is just one strategy to beating those fast. There's plenty, but you don't really need any extra thinking for those. Just kind of spam and you'll win.
Yeah. So this level is one of the first examples of when Sonic Team just stopped caring about trying to create a
Cohesive
shared
world.
or a consistent world for the
Yeah.
3D games.
Yeah.
Thankfully, because of the modern explanation for everything, this actually works now. We can just say this was an animal city because there aren't any humans.
Well, there aren't any animals either.
Well, we can't see anything, and you know what? Forces has a city of similar technological advancement, and that we know that is an animal city, so that's all we can go off of.
I just kind of preferred when every Sonic game was its own little thing and we didn't have to worry about this shit.
Well, unfortunately, this is a sequel to Sonic Adventure 2 because Shadow. And then Shadow the Hedgehog releases after this and goes back to consistent human worlds. And it doesn't make sense.
Or you know what? If we have to have it, you know, I'm fine with two worlds. Whatever. Sonic X is good. Fuck you guys.
Also, we kind of talked over it, but this is a lot of people's favorite song in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
I
A lot of
like it.
people
This
go to
is
Grand Metropolis.
not nearly my favorite. This is probably lower on the tier list for me if I would make
I put
one.
it high on the tier list, but yeah, definitely not my favorite. It is a really cool electronic piece of music.
It's good, yeah. I just kind of think it gets kind of drones on in my head. I don't like it as much.
Yeah, this is it's interesting because it's got like a lot of classic Jun Sonoe lead guitar, but all replaced with synths.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, much better sounding synths than whatever he found for Sonic Episode 4 or Sonic 4.
Episode 4, holy shit.
But then for some reason, the bass is 100% real and just insane. I don't know what it is about Sonic Team and bass, but they just feel a need to never stop going hard with bass. I don't
It's
know
because,
why.
like, for mainstream music listeners, the bass is, like, the most important thing. From what I could tell.
Yeah, but not complex bass rhythms like this.
I just think if you have a bass line that sounds
Like,
good.
when people think of bass in popular music, they think of beats. This is not a beat. This is slap bass.
but what I'm saying is if you have a good bass line in your song, I think people are more likely to enjoy it. It generally, even if it's slap bass or...
I don't know. I feel like the main appeal of this song for most people is usually the melody.
See, that's like the part I don't like about it. Because it's just meow, 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 meow. It's like, I feel like this is what other people experience when they play Sonic 4. Compared to how I listen to Sonic 4 music, which I enjoy most of. Which I know I'm fucking weird for. Leave me alone. Whoa.
This is still Sonic Heroes, yes.
Yeah, so we were talking about the special stages being a little jank. There's just like a nice thick layer of jank to everything. I wouldn't say thick layer, but there's some jank to this game. All over the place. Whether you're rail grinding, you're just walking around. Well, that was just you. That was fully just you.
That was me. Tip on the rails. Obviously, aim correctly, and don't jump to a rail that is on a different plane.
Oh my god, I never done this.
All the cannons in this game will send you to different places depending on if you're flight, power, or speed formation. And also, that's one of the rare times you see a flight ring of, or flight power rings.
Yeah.
Or rainbow rings, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many of those.
Yeah, because the whole game's about switching formations. So if you see a rainbow trail ring that's like all in a row like that, you're supposed to be in speed formation to maybe, hopefully hit all of them. It really depends on where your other teammates are, unfortunately. But, yeah, that was really cool. That was like a Sonic 3 moment where I just never have seen that spot in the level.
The gravity switches in Sonic 3.
I was like, oh my god, that's very disappointing.
Thank you.
God, I am sad.
Nope, this won't be an all-ray race.
And you know what? The way you, like, swapped rails there, someone would play this game for the first time and do that, and then blame the game. Which, it's hard to, like, you know, like, criticize them for doing that, because there is a lot to this game that is janky, and if you're experiencing a lot of jank in your playthrough, and then that happens, you're gonna probably see it as jank. Even though that was actually just your own fault for switching the rail in that spot. You know?
I would like to say, kind of a different tangent, this has got to be the worst boost button of all time.
Why is that?
Because it just ups your speed a bit, but still takes into account acceleration versus any of the boost games, where the point of the boost is to not have to worry about any form of momentum.
Well, this isn't the boost.
I'm gonna treat it as a boost. Also, for some reason, they lock your characters here. You can't switch out of speed. I don't know why.
Well, you can't
just a really
switch
weird
out of.
change to make.
Yeah, if you're in power formation, you get stuck in power formation the whole time.
Oh, you just can't change any formation. Okay.
Yeah, you should never ever play as the flight formation in these stages.
All your speed goes
away, because half the time when you switch to flight formation, there's a little bit of a jump that the characters do, because you know, Cream like goes up into the air so the others can connect to her, like grab onto her feet. And when that happens, sometimes you just boost off the ground, and now you're no longer in the ground, so you just get the air deceleration, just completely sapping away all your speed. And there's nothing you can do about it. Don't play as that formation.
I swear the characters work the same way as the homing attack in this game, where instead of just snapping to a target, it has this weird gravity effect. And that's where you get like the orbits that are really pronounced in this game. And then also with all your teammates, they do not snap to you. They have to fly to you.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they're out there in the void, they get stuck. They can take a bit to get back, or they'll come back damaged and you can't use them for a bit. It's so weird.
Yeah. But
there's so many things about this game where it's like, I appreciate the ideas. Why did you make it this way?
I think half of it is just like development constraints, like time constraints, that sort of thing.
This game's development was hell.
Yeah.
It was absolute hell.
If they had like another year to refine the AI, I'm sure it would have been really great in that regard. But you know,
yeah,
that it just wasn't going to happen, because we got to have a Sonic game every year. Let's go, chop chop, Sonic Team.
All of this and more in part 2.